welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch another video. I wanted to share how I created this perfume box and this little lipstick treat box. For this little box right here, it comes in 4 pieces. The bottom piece is 110-pound black paper tray ink cardstock, and I just used some shimmer on it. This trim right here around the bottom I recently hauled from Hobby Lobby, and this is the gold paper from the Recollections pack. This little top just comes off like that. And then I used the 110-pound paper tray ink pink cardstock for the top. For the perfume box, I had to use a piece of 12 by 12 paper because of how large. This is all one piece. It comes with the gold flag on the top, the little black piece, and 2 other little ovals, and then the little top I just put some bling around there. This is actually for a swap, and her name is Cindy, of course, and I just decided to put that on the top. And this is how the little box opens up, and I just have something in there for her. Okay, so for this perfume box, it cuts out the box in one piece, so I use some 12 by 12 paper. It also cuts out 2 of these flags that I layered, and then this is the top, and then it also has these 2 oval pieces included, so I cut that out in the black 110-pound cardstock and some gold foil paper. So one thing I want to say about this file is that you see that perforated line at the top. That is in black when you open it up in Design Space, so make sure you select for that colored line to cut. And I do have some pictures where I show you how that looks. So you have to make sure it cuts this black line going up here, and then make sure it cuts all the other lines which are colored in red once you open it up in the Design Space. So the best way for me to put this box together was to put some double-sided tape here on the bottom, and that's just where the tabs from this bottom piece are going to adhere to. And then I also put some tape on the tabs on the one end of the box. So that's how it looks, and that's the tab that goes to connect the box together. So all you're going to do is fold on your lines and just create the box. So I folded all of my perforated lines, and then I folded the pieces. This is the bottom of the box, and that'll be the top where the little black part goes on the top. So I took the backing off of my tape, and I will add some additional glue. The glue that I'm using is my Aleene's Tacky Glue. I would suggest that if you're using a darker color, something that maybe the glue will show up on. This is an old bottle, but this is the Nouveau adhesive, and it does dry clear. It's a really good adhesive. I just use my Aleene's Tacky Glue a lot of the time. So I'm just going to add some additional glue down on the bottom and also on my tab. Added my additional glue. So what I'll do is that I have these tabs for the bottom of the box folded down, and I will just bring them around to meet the bottom of the box and just line them up. And that's why I use the double-sided tape, because if you're using the liquid glue, sometimes it'll slide around. So I'll just press this down. Then when you get to the end, you just take your tab and just stick it in there and adhere the rest of the box together. Once you get it together, it'll look something like that. And then you have perforated lines there and here, and then this one along the side, and then that one along the top to make these pieces smaller for the little box to go on. So for this box, you want to fold this fold down, this one goes up, and then the little one here on the side and this little tab both go in like that. I'm not going to adhere mine on the top, because if you adhere it, that's how big your opening is going to be. But this is what you want it to look like at the top. I'm just going to leave mine so once they take the top off, the box can be completely open like that, and then they can reuse it. Of course, they don't have to rip it open, but this is actually intended to be a favor box. That's why the opening is probably so small. And then for the little top, it's the same thing. I put my tape, double-sided tape here where these little tabs will go in, just like I did that box, and then I have another piece on the tab that I'll adhere it together. So it's the same thing. You have these little 4 tabs. You just want to form a little box all the way around and close it up with a tab. Once you get your little box for the top formed, it'll look something like that, and this is what actually just slides onto the top. So that's why I said I didn't want to adhere mine, because if you adhere it, it would make the opening of the box smaller. So that's how it'll look once you put it together. If you wanted to do some extra embellishment so you wouldn't be able to see these little openings, or maybe just put some glue dots or something on your tabs. So these two flags have the perforated tops, and their intention is to be layered and placed on the front of the perfume box. And then you have the two ovals, and that's the same thing. You layer them and put them on the front of the little box as well. And basically that's how you create this box. If you have any questions, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank y'all so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.